Thank you for the wonderful speech, sir. The next person I would like to call upon stage is one of the most famous Indian chefs who represent Indian culture and taste. A very familiar face from MasterChef India. He has worked with many worldwide known food brands like Marriott and Starwood. He has accomplished himself as one of the most talented chefs in India with his most delicious dishes and unique techniques. With the love of food running through his veins, there are people aspiring to be like him. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome Chef Ajay Chopra to please come on stage and say a few words. Give him a round of applause.
Can I get a mic which I can go around? Yeah, I'm sorry guys, but I'm very uncomfortable in a space like this. Unless it's required for the video, I'll do it for 1 minute and then I'll start moving because yeah, I'll start moving because I love interacting with people. All right, so first of all, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for calling me here. Thank you so much for having me at a day which is very valuable to everyone, right? You guys have worked very hard for this. I hope so. Very hard, right? It's coming out. It's very hard you've worked for this day. And you all deserve to obviously graduate in style, and your faculty and your leaders in the college have made sure that they do not leave any stone unturned to make this day very special for you. So can you first of all appreciate your principal, sir, and your director for doing this? Not many colleges believe in such detail, so I am honored to be standing here and wearing this, which actually I don't deserve. Why I say this? Because I'm not even a graduate. Okay, graduates wear this, so I'm honored, and that's all I can say. All right, so I'm going to speak to you about various things. So if you want to take off your chef caps and become a bit relaxed, and you don't have to, but if you want to, because I'm going to be long. Yeah, if people are getting bored, then they can stand up. But I will try not to bore you and make my talk as interesting as possible. All right. So first of all, I want to start by saying that the decision of coming and joining the hospitality sector is a great decision, because this is one of the fastest growing industries in the country and the whole world. It increases at a very fast pace of 17% growth, which might not make any sense to you right now. But 17% growth is only seen in the sector of IT, which means the growth is as comparable to IT sector. So you are no less than a software engineer, no less than an IITian. Do you believe that? Great. So now I'm going to be talking to some chefs, and I'm going to be talking to some future general managers, I believe. Yeah? Some future entrepreneurs. All right. So I'm going to start talking about my life first. And I know this is your convocation ceremony and this is your day, so I will keep it not about me, but about you. So whatever I speak, I am going to try and give you a message through my life. Does that work? Yeah? All right. So I started my career with TGI Fridays in 1998. So obviously, ma'am was giving my journey. It was actually 21 years that I've started working. It's not 17. And I started at a mere salary of 2,400 rupees. Why I'm stating this salary and the number is because a lot of people will come to you and say, oh, you only earn this much? Do not get discouraged, because this is where you're starting, right? In just about 6 years, my salary had multiplied by 10. Okay? Now that's not just me, it's also the industry standard. So what you start with, it's not that you're going to remain with. But here is one example that I want to tell you of how you can quickly grow. An example, which means that you have to take that example and imply that on your life. It will not automatically happen. So the story goes like this. How many of you went for industrial training? Obviously all. How many of you peeled onions? Only a few? Okay, let me take 3 random examples. You, my friend, okay, that lady there, I can't see because of a lot of light, but yeah, you raise your hands. The second on the white chef coat, yeah? And one more hand who peeled a lot of onions. Okay, right? Okay, quickly stand up. Stand up, stand up. One memory of peeling onions. What do you remember of that time, of that day when you're peeling a lot of onions?
Hello, sir. First of all, good morning. I was working in commissary, and my only job for commissary is peeling like 40 to 50 kilo onions. So I'm starting my day with peeling onions and finishing my day with peeling onions.
How long did you do that?
Like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yes.
And you only peeled onions.
Yes.
Very good.
Like it was for banquet.
Very
They
good.
need lots of onions.
Very good. Okay. How about you? How was your experience?
Good morning, sir. So my day was like they called me in the Oriental cuisine. So it was busy. So they called me. They told me to work in other department. So I went for Indian department. They gave me first 20 kgs of onion. They told me to peel it and keep it aside. Then I have done that. Then again he told me to do 20 more kgs. Then keep on. He was telling about 3 to 4 times, like almost
Okay.
100 kgs of onion I have peeled in one day.
Whilst you were peeling those 100 kgs of onions, did you ask a question, what were these onions for?
Yeah, we were making yellow gravy out of it. So they told me to peel the onions and chop it.
How long did you work in that Indian section?
Like actually, I've done only for one day and that Indian. So almost 8 to 9 hours I continuously.
So
peel
do you know
onions.
the recipe of a yellow gravy?
Yes, sir.
You do. Oh, very good. That
Thank
lady.
you, sir.
What's your memory of peeling onions?
Hello, sir. They gave me a basket telling peel it, we'll just come back. But it was very new in the kitchen. We don't know which chef. I was peeling and keeping them aside. There were so many other chefs coming and taking away the onions. So the main chef who came and gave the onions, he asked me, where are the onions? I told, I don't know. Everybody just took it off.
Right?
He gave me one more basket to peel.
Excellent. Thank you very much. A lot of funny stories with onions, but now I'm going to tell you my story. Okay? Now my story was that today we do have a lot of machines in place, and you know, probably potato peeling and onion peeling has become very easy. But in my times, the chefs used to use, I think, 10 times more onions than they use today. Because I was peeling 400 kgs of onions, not 40 kgs. And I was given 10 bags of onions every single day. And it was not just me, it was 10 more of my batchmates who were training along with me. Now the difference was that as I was peeling that onion, I looked at that onion and said, this cannot be my life for the next 10 days. I have to overcome this battle.
That's it.
But every single other batchmate of mine decided to take it as their fate. For 10 days, just like that gentleman there, he peeled onions, 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 and then he moved to the next department. Right? What I did was, I said I have to cross that barrier and I have to reach that next level and I have to start learning what is there inside that kitchen. So I hope now you know, because time and motion study is something that you have learnt in your theory, right? I started to apply that time and motion study on that onion. So my bag was here, I put the bag here. Then I picked the onion here, my dustbin was here. Then I moved the dustbin here, right? What I was doing was total quality management. I think, check. What I was doing was total quality management, because I was actually taking a fraction of a second away from each onion and putting it to my whole task. What it did for me, that I took 10 hours of onion peeling the first day, I took 9.5 the second day, and by the 6th day, I was finishing in 6 hours, which meant I had 4 more hours to learn something new. Does it say anything to you right now? Yeah? Now this story has remained with me even till today. Because life doesn't change. Onions may change. Situations may change. Kitchens may change. People may change. Like that girl said, somebody was coming and just taking the onions away. People will change. But situations will change. But you will not change. If you do not change, then nothing will change. Does it make sense to anyone? So you got to be constantly changing in this industry. Right? Now, the reason I'm bringing this out as a life lesson is because you guys now will actually start to face reality. Right now in college, you have studied, your lecturers have been nice to you. You know, maybe in the training time, you've had a trailer of what the industry will look like. And it's already scaring you. That what am I going to do? Right? I generally ask this question in hotel schools that how many of you want to become chefs one day? Right now you're not chefs. Right now you're wearing a chef uniform, but you're not a chef. You know that, right? I hope it's okay for me saying this. How many of you want to become chefs? Can you switch off this light for 1 minute? I can't see. Okay. So even from the chef courts, there are no people who are already saying, I don't want to become a chef. People who are wearing chef coats don't have their hands up, which means they don't want to be chefs. Am I right? You don't want to be a chef, ma'am? So raise your hand. People who want to be chefs in life, who see themselves as chefs, some executive chef, some corporate chef, some celebrity chef, some chef in life. People who see themselves as chef in life. Yeah? Okay. Hands down. How many of you see yourself chefs after 5 years? You know what? My guess was right. 50% count is down. How many of you see yourself chefs after 10 years? The count is half of that. It is a very practical problem in our generation today that we do not have a vision. Without vision, my people perish. I believe in the Bible, and that's what the Bible says. Without vision, my people perish. You guys have spent 3 years in learning a trade which after 10 years you think that you're not going to be a part of. Is that sad or good? Hello? You want some coffee? Good morning. Is this sad or good? So what are we going to do about it? Donkey also works hard. Smart work will not lead you to destinations that you want to be. You have to see a vision, you have to work on it, and you have to continue to work hard with it. That is the only way to any kind of success. This morning I was driven by your director, sir, and we had a lovely conversation for 2 hours. And he told me something which is there in my heart right now. He said he started from scratch. How many people have you met in your life who say, I started from scratch? How many? Many people, right? The answer is many people. But how many people make it this successful? Few. Just like the hands which went down, it will happen. It's a normal course of action that some people will drop out. Some people will find a new love. Some people will say, okay, fine, I think I'm great at photography. Forget the chef life, I'm going animal photography. It will happen. That's okay. But what I'm trying to say is that you need to find your own vision in what you're doing today and make your tomorrow more successful. But if you don't look at tomorrow as a vision, your today is anyways no good. Very confusing? Very confusing? I'll take a very simple example. When I started my college, we were entering the, what's that first kitchen called? QTK? No. BTK. Okay, all 120 students in the BTK. What for? The third years had called us. Why? Because there's Miramar festival happening and there were 375 chickens to be peeled. Right? So all first years are peeling chickens. Everybody had to peel about 5 chickens and we would have been done in half an hour. But I didn't even realize the time, and I was peeling chickens and I thought it was almost an hour. I looked at my watch, it was 1.5 hours and I was still peeling chickens, which meant that a lot of people had gone away. So I looked back and I saw 5 people peeling chickens, rest everyone. 115 people had left the kitchen and gone. Guess what? All of those 5 people are chefs today. Okay, there's a lot of commotion at that back. I'm sorry, but yeah. Any lesson from this? What you start, if you're fervent with it, you will end with that. Okay? Now I want to come to the next topic, is that everybody wants to become a celebrity chef. Who wants to become a celebrity chef? How many of you want to become celebrity chefs? 1. It's not wrong to be celebrity chefs. Come on. How many of you want to be celebrity chefs? You don't want to be standing at this stage one day and giving a lecture to some of the new students who are passing out? You want to be, right? So my suggestion to you guys is, learn your trade very well. Now that you're stepping out into a life which will teach you many things, good, bad and ugly, pick up the good things. Learn your trade. Like how I as a chef used to tell my commies that there is no shortcut. But in life you will always see a shortcut. The shortcut will stand first in front of you. Come, take me. It will always be there. But you know what? You got to take the shortcut, say, get out of my way. I want to see the long cut first. If you know the long cut, now this is a shortcut of life I'm telling you because of my experience. If you know the long cut, the shortcut will come easy. If you only know the shortcut, you will never know the long cut. God forbid you get stuck in the long cut. You're gone. Jhatka naam suna hai? Jhatka. है ना? I think now I have to come in that lingo. झटका मारना आदमी पहले सीखता है, बराबर? लेकिन झटका मारने के बाद अगर सही तरीका नहीं पता, so you can never ever learn the सही तरीका ना. You'll always learn the झटका. Come one day where you have landed in a kitchen where the chef is very strict and he only goes the long way. What will happen to you? Jhatka. That is what will happen to you. Okay. So I don't want to bore you much, but there's an agenda to what we are doing today and what must happen. It is your passing out day. Really happy to be here. Just want to excite you with a few things in my life. Okay. What I am today has been a journey of 21 years. And when I say journey, a journey can never be all smooth and happy. It has been a lot of rough rides. It has been a lot of times of testing and trial. It has been days which never ended. My longest day in a kitchen has been 36 hours without sleep. Right? So all I'm saying is, don't clap for me. No, don't clap for me, please. Because all I'm saying is, I'm wanting to excite you with this. Not commend me, but excite you that you also might face a challenging day. But know that challenging day is only that day. The next day is going to be good and beautiful. A lot of people break down on that challenging day and say, I can't do this. But that is the day you actually step out and say, I'm going to take my vision, my victory when I pass this hurdle. Make sense? Yeah? What temperature does water boil? What temperature does steam happen? (101 degrees). Water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. Steam happens at 101 degree. Just one more degree of heat creates steam. And what does steam create? It powers engines, turbines, big machines. Can boiling water power that? So what am I saying? 1 degree, which means when you are absolutely tired, when you can't go ahead, putting that 1 extra degree every day will help you to power your steam engines. Your steam engines, right? You are your only challenge. The biggest enemy of today, who is that biggest enemy? To oneself. Your own self. You are the one who says, my standard is this. You are the one who says, I can only do this much. But you are that person who can say, I'll push my standard. Then when you reach this standard, you push it again. And you reach a new standard. And such standards bring you to a place where you can stand and probably talk like this. All right? Okay, so gentlemen and ladies, I want to excite you with what's ahead in the business. It's glorious days. As I said, this industry is booming. We need a lot of chefs. We need a lot of managers because we are expanding in this industry. The biggest fight in the next 5 years is not going to be of infrastructure, of market share, but it is going to be of talent. So what you're going out with today, do not treasure it. Do not hide it. Use it to make more. Okay? A quick story from here. A businessman goes out for his vacation. He gets 3 of his main men and he says, okay, I'll give you 10,000 rupees, 5,000 rupees and 2,000 rupees. Okay? Take care of my business whilst I'm away. So the guy who gets 10,000 rupees, he works hard with it, he invests some money, he buys some more stuff, and he makes 10,000 to 20,000. The second guy makes the 5,000 to 10,000. But the third guy actually takes that 2,000 and hides it. He said, my master will come and he'll beat me or scold me if I, don't give him the money back. And when the master comes, he actually speaks to them. What did you do with my money? And then he says, well done, my good and faithful servant. Who in these 3 do you think he said this to? Loud. First one means 10,000. Okay. Who agrees to first one? 1, 2, 3. Who agrees to second one? 1, 2. Who agrees to the third one? Rest of you didn't even understand the story. Come on guys, I need more involvement. I think you are the youth of today. You're the future of my country. You have to have some energy, more than me at least. I'm 40 years old. 42 to be precise. You have more energy than me. You're 22, half my age. Come on. Who do you think was good and faithful servant? First one, second one, third one. Third one? How many for third one? Come on, quickly. How many for first one? I'm still not getting what I need because there are only some hands going up. Okay, why do you think that the third one, we said third one, right? First one. Decide. Third one. Why do you think the third one was good and faithful? Okay, very good. Who thinks first one? 10,000. Why do you think he was good and faithful? Okay. Any viewpoints? Anybody wants to add? Anybody wants to add? So everybody who said the third one, please do not clap for yourself. It's wrong. Okay. The right answer is the first one. Because God gives us talents. He has given you and everyone till the end a talent. You can decide to hide it and not show it to anyone. Or Take risk. Hard work. Go forward. Invest it. Maybe you lose. It's okay. But you know what your master will say? Well done, good and faithful servant. I gave you 10,000, you made it 20,000. That is how today, if what you have, if you start investing, whether it's your time, it's your energy, it's your talents, it's your will, it's yourself, every single thing you must invest today. For what? To make it double, triple, and multifolds in the years to come. If you do not invest, if you think that by working 6 hours, 8 hours a day, you are going to become successful, Alibaba and Jeff Bezos will agree to me. Because there is no shortcut to hard work. There is no shortcut. There is no shortcut to any hard work. The secret to anyone's success is go out there, stand, work hard, and you will succeed. Not today, tomorrow. Not tomorrow, day after. Not day after, day after, surely. There is not one story that I know who has failed miserably and has been continuously working hard with the mind given by God and the talents given by God. There is not one story who has failed. Not one. Alright? Okay? So, the future of the country and the future of this industry, I want to A, commend you for joining this industry. B, warn you that the road ahead might not be smooth, might be elevated, might be tough. But what do you have to do? Press on. Keep going. Because there will come a time where there will be days of enjoyment. There will be a resting period. There will be days of higher glory. There will be days of where you actually start seeing, wow, this is what I did. After a 30-hour day, when those customers sitting at the table say, who is the chef? I would like to meet him. And that guy says, would you come with me to New York and open a restaurant with me? How inspiring and encouraging would that be? You would be that chef who's standing behind the range who created that dish. If you want to be that person, this is the way to go, and that is my story. Thank you very much.